Gentlemen, today's video is all about you looking great when you're strapped for cash. 10 rules to build your interchangeable wardrobe on a budget. Now, gents, in today's video, I'm covering a lot of information very quickly. To make this easier for you, down in the description of this video, I've got additional resources. I've got an article which takes this video and breaks it into parts so that you can go deeper on each of the concepts I talk about. The first rule in building your wardrobe inexpensively is determine what type of message you want to send and then send the appropriate message with your clothing. You are a brand, and if you don't understand that, guys, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. People make judgments based on the way you dress. Before you buy anything, you want to make sure, is this sending the message I want to send? So do you want to be a professional? Do you want to send the message of trust, of competence? Do you want to look like you know what you're talking about? If that's the case, there's certain clothing you want to gravitate towards. But maybe you want to be a rebel. Maybe you want to be someone that stands apart from the crowd, someone that grabs attention, the rock star look. Understand, gentlemen, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to wind up somewhere else and you're going to waste a lot of money buying clothing that isn't going to be useful for you. The next rule to building an inexpensive wardrobe, gentlemen, is to understand that less is oftentimes more. There's this myth out there that well-dressed men have these huge walk-in closets with 100 suits, 50 pairs of shoes, 1,000 shirts. Guys, that's not the case. Most guys I know that dress well have very modest wardrobes. And let me illustrate this by highlighting A.J. Biddle, considered to be one of the best dressed men of the last 100 years. This guy served in World War I, World War II, ended up getting Major General, was the ambassador to Poland, yet when he died, he only had 7 suits. He had about 10 to 12 shirts, I think, and about 4 pairs of shoes. So how did this guy do it on such a small wardrobe? Guys, he understood that everything he owned, he needed to wear. He needed to love. And you need to remember that less is more, guys. Don't buy clothing that you're not going to use. That's the most expensive clothing you're ever going to spend money on. The next rule to building your wardrobe inexpensively, give yourself time and leverage discounts. So time, you want to start as soon as you can. If you've only got 3 days, you've got an interview coming up, you're going to have to pay what that suit is going to cost because you need to get it for that interview. But if you give yourself 3 months, you're going to have a lot more options. Now, when it comes to discounts, you've always got to ask for the discount. Do they have a student discount? Do they have a cash discount? Do they have a veteran discount? Guys, when you ask for it, you'd be surprised at what's available. Now, gents, I know for me, the biggest problem with asking for the discount is remembering to ask for the discount. I forget all the time, but if you want to make this a no-brainer, you want to make this easy when you're shopping online, guys, go check out Honey, the paid sponsor of today's video. This is a no-brainer. Guys, it's a free browser extension you install once. You don't have to think about it. It goes in there automatically and finds the best deal for you. It searches across the web. And let's talk about the websites where you can use Honey. Over 37,000. If you're at Microsoft, if you're at Walmart, if you're at J.Crew, you're going to be able to leverage Honey to get the best deal out there. And gentlemen, like I said, I've been using Honey now for over a year and I absolutely love it. When I go to Amazon and I'm purchasing anything, whether it be a book, whether it be coconut sugar, whether I'm grabbing a new camera, and this is when you save huge money. We're talking 30 bucks easily on a camera, maybe a couple dollars on a book, but guys, this adds up over the year and we're talking thousands of dollars. If you spend a lot of money online, this is a no-brainer. You need to install Honey. Guys, Honey has over 10 million members, over 100,000 5-star reviews, and the average user per transaction is saving over $28. Gentlemen, if you don't have Honey on your browser, you need to install it today. I'm linking to it down in the description. This is a simple 2-click install on your browser, guys, and you want to go over to joinhoney.com/RMRS. Again, that's joinhoney.com/RMRS. The next rule for building a wardrobe inexpensively is to budget for it. Now, there are 2 key things you need to understand here. When you budget for something, you're not going to have to pay interest on it. Because if you put that on a credit card with 20% interest, that $200 suit you thought you got a great deal on, once you pay it off on that credit card, all of a sudden you've actually paid $300, $400 for that suit. Yes, that can happen. And all of a sudden that wasn't a great deal. But let's talk about the psychological component. When you're putting away $25 a week and it's going right into this fund that you've got clearly labeled as a savings account, it just feels good. And when you go spend that money, it's already been allotted. You're not paying an interest rate on it. And you're able to go out there and spend it with confidence and feel good about parting with that money, knowing that this is something you've worked towards. The next rule to your inexpensive wardrobe, focus in on interchangeability. You guys have heard me talk about this before, the interchangeable wardrobe. The law of interchangeability is that everything you buy, when it comes to jackets, when it comes to shirts, when it comes to trousers, shoes, you want to make sure that they all work with each other. What this is going to do when you've got 4 pairs of trousers, you've got 4 jackets, you've got 4 shirts, you've got 4 pairs of shoes, instead of having, what, 4 different outfits that you could combine with each of them. Multiply 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. You got 256 outfits right there. You're able to do a lot more with a lot less, and you're able to save money because you're buying only pieces that you're going to leverage. The next rule to building your wardrobe inexpensively is to avoid the whimsical winds of fashion and instead go with timeless style. You're looking to put together outfits which are going to be in style 2 years from now, 10 years from now, maybe even 20 years from now. Look at items that have been timeless, have been in a classic men's wardrobe, and that's what you want to start with. Now understand, gents, I've got nothing against fashion. If you got extra money, sure, go grab that. But the problem with fashion is that those pieces will be out of style very soon, within a couple seasons. So if you go buy that skinny suit that's got the skinny lapels with the skinny tie, understand that may look great this year, but 2 years from now, it is going to be dated and you're not going to be able to wear it and get use out of it. Now that last point takes me to this rule, which is to understand the style theory of value. Now the style theory of value is that the true value of the clothing is equal to the number of wears times the way it makes you feel divided by the price. Simply put, when you're looking at 2 similar items and one of them you absolutely love the feel, the look of, but the other one you don't and you're not going to wear it very often, but it's cheaper, you probably want to go with the more expensive item because you're going to find more occasions, more times to wear it. Therefore, you're going to get much more value from this item. The next rule for building your wardrobe inexpensively: no fit, no buy, no exceptions. So again, gentlemen, if it doesn't fit your body, whether it be casual clothing, whether it be a suit, whether it be a pair of shoes, oh, they're 90% off. Understand, gentlemen, these discounts, these deals are not a deal when the item you're buying does not fit your body properly. The next rule to building an inexpensive wardrobe, gentlemen, is to have a roadmap. You want a step-by-step plan of how you're going to go out there and build your wardrobe. For me, the easiest way to do this is to look at where you want to go. So you want to have a few outfits that you're trying to put together. And again, this goes back to my earlier point about maybe putting together a lookbook, finding a magazine and identifying, so, oh, I really like the blue here. Or maybe you like the shirt right in here. You've got that striped shirt and you like the way it goes with a jacket. You start putting together these pieces. You start putting together these ideal outfits. And then from that, you break it out and say, okay, what is going to be interchangeable here? What are items I can purchase? So these are the 3 pairs of shoes I want to go after. These are the 2 jackets I want to go after. But when you've got a roadmap, you've got a sense of direction. The next rule for building your wardrobe inexpensively is to try on really expensive clothing, really expensive watches. Not that you're going to buy them, but you are developing your own taste. You are developing a deeper understanding of what true luxury and quality is. Because when you try on that nice sports jacket and it just drapes off your body, when you go in and you see one similar, but for a fraction of the price, you know that is a great deal. I'm jumping on this, because you start to understand what is truly quality and you realize, okay, it's worth spending money now so that I save it later, because I'm building that key wardrobe. And getting back to the number one concept, you start to develop that image, that presentation that sends the message you want to send. And gentlemen, stop before you forget. Go grab Honey. I'm linking to him down in the description. That's joinhoney.com/RMRS. Again, that's joinhoney.com/RMRS. Gentlemen, this free browser extension is awesome. It doesn't cost you a thing. 2-click install. Highly recommend it. It's going to start saving you money immediately. And gentlemen, now it's your turn. If you like this video, click on that like button. If you're new to Real Men, Real Style, make sure to subscribe. Click on that notification icon so you get the latest videos when they're coming out. And guys, if you like this video, if you've got something to add, let me know down in the comments. You guys know I love to recognize my notification squad. So get down there, leave us a positive comment. Maybe give us your insights of how you can save money when you're building your interchangeable wardrobe. And if you're wondering what video to watch next, guys, check out this one right here, 20 money-saving hacks. This is going to apply if you're shopping online or if you're shopping offline. And just an example of one you probably haven't heard of. So whenever you walk into a store, immediately log into their Wi-Fi. Why? Because oftentimes they've got a special discount, which you can only get when you're in the store using their Wi-Fi. Things like that, guys, I just love sharing with you. So guys, use this information. Again, I'm linking to tons of resources down in the description. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care.